You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Brommer018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone, Brommer18 here. Thank you for joining me in what is another video, the first in quite a few weeks. We've got a lot to get through today. We do have a bit of a channel update, but most importantly, I want to thank you guys as we've reached a certain milestone, 10,000 subscribers. We did surpass that last week as of recording this, and first and foremost, I did want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel, watched my videos, leave likes and comments as well. You know, I really do appreciate you helping me, do something that I absolutely love, and hopefully I can, do it for some time yet. So yeah, I just first of all wanted to say before anything else, I really do appreciate the support, but hopefully there's a long way to go still. And we can just keep building and keep growing. Lots of plans I've got, and I'm going to discuss some of them for you in this video today. One of the reasons I wanted to do this, other than to thank you guys, was because, of course, it has been a few weeks since I uploaded a video, and first of all, I do apologise for that. Over a couple of weeks over the course of Christmas, I was ill, which usually wouldn't stop me, but I was coughing like every minute. I was just having a coughing fit, so it just wouldn't have been possible to do a video because I wouldn't have been able to talk for a prolonged period of time without bursting out coughing. So yeah, unfortunately that was a shame. And then also over the last week or two, I've just been had loads of shifts at my job, which just has made it quite hard to be able to record videos. Despite what people think, YouTube isn't actually my job. I don't barely earn any money from YouTube, so it's not a full-time thing for me as much as I would love it to be, and hopefully one day that will be the case. I do have to base this around my job, and I just haven't had the opportunity over the last 2 weeks. But with a few days off now, hopefully we can get some videos done. So yeah, I do apologise for it being a couple of weeks, few weeks since I have uploaded, but hopefully we can get back into a more regular schedule starting this year with 2020. So I wanted to talk about a few things, and you should be able to see something on the side of the page, a sort of topic thing. These are all the subjects I want to go through. I guess we can really just dive right into it. First of all, I wanted to talk about the AC Milan Career Mode series. Some of you, well, a lot of you, will have been watching that. And we're around about 20 episodes in, or there or thereabouts. And then, of course, because we haven't uploaded for a few weeks, it's sort of hit the sidelines a little bit. I wanted to say I do want to continue that if you guys want to see it. I want to continue that series, but my plan is really, I think we're going to finish it inside the second season. So we're in the second season, we're in January in the second season. And I'm thinking, we'll get through this season, and then that's when we'll round it off there and, look to move on to other series. That is, of course, if you guys still want to see me round it off. Of course, I appreciate it may have lost some momentum, which is a shame, but nevertheless, it can't be helped. So, if it has lost that momentum and you don't want to see it, just let me know. But if there's still plenty of interest in it, then I would absolutely love to to keep the series going and to really finish it off. We started a rebuild, and we're looking to get that finished as well. Hopefully we can win more trophies in that second season. So yeah, I would like to continue that if the opportunity is there and you guys still want to see it. So that we can round off the second season. As you see, James Maddison coming very close there with a header just past the post. So yeah, that's sort of it for the AC Milan series. Next of all, we've got the FIFA 20 Tactics series videos, which have really taken off. A lot of you guys are really enjoying those videos, and it's great to see. I absolutely love doing them. It's really fun just to dive into these tactics and to explain not only how, but also why managers do them, why teams are set up in the way that they are. And lots of those videos have done really well. So yeah, I do intend to stick out and keep going with that series. There'll be lots of regular videos. I did upload a sort of a planner schedule of just the tactics that we plan to do over the course of the season. There's been a few more tactics added to that since then, most noticeably thinking about the likes of Gasparini's Atalanta, things like that. I can't remember who else was on there actually, but yeah, we got absolutely loads to go through. Basically, is what I'm saying. Likes of Mourinho's Tottenham, Ancelotti's Everton as well, since they've moved, so we can really get through them, and I do intend on planning on you know, sticking with them and keep them coming. So yeah, hopefully we should have a couple of those per week at least, which would be good going, I think, and you know, we can really get our teeth stuck into that. So I do intend on sticking with the FIFA 20 Tactics series. And by the way, let me know, keep getting at me with the suggestions. If there's any you haven't seen me mention at all that you would like to see, you think it would be you know, good to use that tactic, then just get at me in the comment section. Not of this video, you can do it in any videos really. Lots of people doing it in all sorts of videos. Getting at me on Twitter as well, at Brommer018 is the handle. The link is in the description, by the way. So yeah, you can get at me in many forms, and you know, just let me know your suggestions for tactics, and I definitely will note them down and get them done at some point. So yeah, that's round about that for the tactics series. Next, I do want to talk about a subject that has sort of fallen on the wayside a little bit on you know, this channel, and that is Pro Evolution Soccer videos, PES 2020 videos. The most recent one I did was a few months ago now, and it was, you know, it was quite a negative one. We had a Manchester United series going on Master League, and it started off well, and I was enjoying it, you know, and there was plenty of people watching it. Always Rashford nearly goes out for a throw in, that shot does. But yeah, so there was quite a lot of people watching it. But then it got to about episode 7, episode 8, I think it was, and it was a really pessimistic video. Not many, you know, quite a few people did express their sort of reservations about it. Because I was quite negative in that video, and I said, you know, I'm not enjoying the gameplay, and it means that I just cannot do a series on it because, as you see, Harry Kane there with a quality finish. He eats those sort of finishes for breakfast, doesn't he? Nice and simple for him. But in terms of PES, yeah, so I wasn't enjoying the gameplay, and I've not enjoyed it this year. I really haven't. You know, and it's true that, you know, some things will be patched out. There was plenty of issues that they will be patched out over the year, but they're just too slow to do it. Konami are, and even with those patches, you know, there's still lots of issues, and it just means that I'm personally not enjoying it. You know, really not enjoying the gameplay. I feel like it's lacking realism. And by the way, you know, not to say FIFA's realistic either. FIFA has a lot of issues. You know, and by all means, it's not a brilliant game, but you know, it's something that I can tolerate, and it is enjoyable enough that I can deal with it. Whereas PES, I was just really struggling. But I want the PES fans to know on this channel, because there's plenty of people who have subscribed to this channel based on my PES videos, that you know, I haven't given up on it. You know, we are still, you know, this is still a channel for PES and FIFA, but you know, I've really got to think about what I can do to really get into it, because I just can't play Master League, become a legend. Like, it's just so, the gameplay again, just battling with it. So, you know, I've got a lot to think about in that respect, and you know, hopefully I can get back to you. If you got any suggestions for PES videos as well, then you know, I really would appreciate that. But like I say, just to let you know, PES hasn't fallen. I haven't forgot about it. You know, it is still there, and you know, I would hope to get videos out on that. Another thing that I want to talk about is the wishlist series. Now, for any long-time subscribers of this channel who, you know, how old is this channel? 2 years, maybe 3 years. I think it's about 2 years old now. You know, you will know about my wishlist videos. In fact, a few of you may have subscribed based on my wishlist videos. They were very much the first set of videos I had, the first series that, you know, sort of took off and was, you know, sort of gaining traction. We've done those 2 years on the bounce now since I started making videos, and you know, I would like to continue them again this season as well. So, you know, FIFA YouTube, FIFA wishlist videos even, and PES wishlist videos, you know, we are looking to do them at some point as well. We can really get that going again. There's a lot of planning that goes into them, a lot of, you know, not only sort of detailing sort of what goes into them and stuff in terms of the topics, but also, you know, scripts as well. You know, they like I say, they take a lot of planning, so you will have to bear with me on that one. They do have a bit more pre-production sort of requirements in place, rather than, you know, instead of, you know, the tactics videos, etc. So yeah, that's something I'm definitely looking to do, and again, if you guys, you know, if you guys are interested in that sort of stuff, and like I say, a few people will know from the very start that, you know, we were doing those wishlist videos, then, you know, make sure to check them out as well and keep an eye on them, because it's something that, you know, I think it's very important that we try and express sort of our voice and stuff. Like I said, you know, they got a lot of traction, so hopefully we can do that again this year. They'll be a little bit different. The ones in the previous years were very in-depth, but I think, you know, based on sort of the movements and stuff of career mode, what's been happening in terms of new features and that, you know, we might just shift it around a little bit, change the structure slightly. So that's something I'm going to look into as well. But yeah, like I say, wishlist video is definitely something I am looking to do down the line, and hopefully you guys can all watch them and enjoy them. Something else that I have been thinking about is a Road to Glory series on career mode. So, you know, I mentioned earlier that we are going to be rounding off the AC Milan career mode at the end of Season 2. Of course, we'll have more series to go into, and, you know, I would like to do a Road to Glory series on career mode. That's not something I've actually done yet on this channel, but I think, you know, the time is round about, you know, is getting closer to really delve into that market. I personally thought about Bradford City. You know, I thought a Bradford City Road to Glory career mode, you know, is one that appeals to me. Now, of course, it's open to you guys. The suggestions are open. I'm going to put this out later on. As you see, Kane lays off a Rashford here to get the second goal of the game. I'm going to roll this out later on down the line to see what, you know, the more of my audience members think. But again, if you've got suggestions for other series, maybe you don't want to see a Road to Glory series, maybe you want to see something else, just let me know. Maybe like an online season series. That's something I have thought about before, and it's definitely, you know, something that I can look into, maybe get into, but we'll see about that one as well. But I think a Road to Glory series with someone like Bradford City is one that's very appealing to me. So like I say, get at me on that as well. Let me know what you think. It's certainly something that excites me. And like I say, it'll be after the AC Milan career mode finishes. You know, we don't want two running at once. Don't forget, I've got other series that complement that you know, sort of show really well in terms of the tactics. And also we'll be adding wish lists and stuff. So, yeah, in terms of that, Bradford City Road to Glory career mode, maybe you've got another team to suggest in terms of a Road to Glory, that's fine. Get at me in that as well. I know Leyton Orient was quite a popular one when I did my best Road to Glory teams earlier on in the year. So maybe we look in that direction as well. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, in terms of that, definitely one that I am looking to do down the line. We've also got more FIFA tutorial videos that I'd like to do. I did one a few weeks ago. It was a stamina tutorial video because, you know, with my tactic series, there's a lovely bit of skill from Jadon Sancho there, and he is away as well. Lots of pace. He's about to lay it off to Henderson here, who should slide it past for 3-0. Yes, he does. So, yeah, as I was saying, I did a stamina tutorial video. Lots of people in my tactics videos sort of complaining about how their stamina was sort of draining out. A lot of their players getting very tired and fatigued towards the end of the game, and it was impacting their results and the performances on the pitch. So I did a stamina tutorial video, and it went down fairly well. Got a couple of thousand views so far as of recording this. So it's definitely something I would like to look into more. And I'm thinking the likes of the ideas I've got really is one is a defending tutorial, something that I would like to show you guys. Also a pressing tutorial in terms of how to press effectively and how not to leave yourself vulnerable and stuff. So things like that really is what I'm looking at. I think there's definitely a market for that, something down the road that we can look into, and it can, again, like I say, complement my other series and my other videos as well, and give you guys sort of more to look into and more content as well. But that's definitely something I enjoyed in the last one, doing the stamina tutorial video. Like I say, a lot of people seem to you know, really enjoy it, and it went down quite well, and it works for people as well, of course. As Rashford finishes off another goal and makes it 4-0 now. By the way, I am playing this game on Legendary. I know it doesn't look like it, but I can assure you I am. That's the highest one you can go on kickoff. No ultimate difficulty, unfortunately. Yeah, so we are running route. But yeah, in terms of the tutorial videos, lots of them. Lots more that I could go through as well. But that's definitely something I would like to do down the line. So we're very filled with content, potential content down the road. And hopefully, you know, that's good for you guys. In terms of a couple of things that I'm sort of toying with the idea more. One thing that I've been thinking about is sort of more football discussion videos. And, you know, the sort of idea is, you know, we sort of discuss sort of real life situations in football, what's sort of going on. So maybe, you know, managerial movement, we discuss things like that. We discuss results, we discuss different areas, different stories, news stories within the footballing world. You know, this channel has been very much based around video games, FIFA and PES, and sort of playing those sort of career mode / Master League series. You know, so I want to see if there's a market for that. If you guys are interested in that. You know, one thing, I don't want to be too opinionated. I want to sort of you know, sort of leave things open more to you guys and stuff, really. But I think, you know, there is something that sort of appeals me to you know, sort of doing discussion videos and talking about real life stories within the footballing world. So yeah, that's something I have been toying with, and I'm going back and forth on. I've got to say, I still haven't really come to a decision, so any feedback from you guys would really be appreciated. But again, like I say, now we've surpassed the 10k plus mark, you know, I'd really like to sort of branch out a little bit on the channel in terms of adding more content, giving people more things to sort of look at from the channel. We don't have to be sort of tied down into one in terms of just doing FIFA videos, etc. You know, I would like to add a little bit more variety, and I think that's certainly one way to do it. I think doing football videos can tie in with that really well. So yeah, that's something I'm looking into, and I would really appreciate your feedback, guys, if there's anything that you know, you feel like you have any thoughts on that. So yeah, do let me know in the comment section down below. And finally, the topic I want to talk about very briefly is the potential of a podcast. Now, of course, I understand there's a lot of podcasts about, you know, it's a very saturated market. So I understand you've got to do something a little bit different, but you know, a podcast is something I'm really entertaining the idea of doing. I'd really like to get into that sort of market as well, something as sort of, again, a bonus for the channel, but you don't have to watch the YouTube videos. We can get it up on the different services, etc. Again, though, it's similar to the last sort of issue where, you know, do I make this about sort of real life football, things like, you know, we're discussing again the stories, different results, again, you know, all these sort of things that happen in the footballing world, or do we sort of make it more of a gaming podcast? You know, of course, it doesn't have to be just FIFA and PES. It can be video games all around. You know, because you know, I'm quite an avid gamer. I like a whole range of video games, and I would imagine you guys do too. Again, that's open to interpretation, but again, that's where I sort of need feedback from you guys. You know, would you like to see a podcast from me? Of course, it wouldn't just be me. I would like to get someone else on it as well, and I have spoken to a couple of people regarding doing that. But would you like to see a podcast, and if so, would you prefer it to be more based around football, the real life stories, you know, sort of just football discussions, etc., or would you prefer it to be something more video game orientated? We discuss the, you know, latest releases, expectations, sort of games, consoles, different video games, etc. You know, there's a range of different things that I can go, and a range of different directions I can go with that, but it's something that I really would like to do, and you know, we're in the very early stages of that. But you know, I'm talking about doing a podcast. You know, that's not something that's going to happen within the next month or two. That'll be a few months down the line, hopefully to build a bigger audience base first before we can really delve into that. But that's certainly something that, you know, I would like to look into. So again, your feedback on that, guys, would be really appreciated. Right, so that's about it. I've rambled on for almost 20 minutes. If somehow you've made it through this far, then, you know, I really do appreciate that. I imagine a lot of people would have switched off by now, you know, because I imagine listening to me ramble is quite boring. But, you know, I just wanted to let you guys, give you guys updates and a real inside look into what you can expect, and, you know, what you want to see more, you know, because I really want to know your opinions, you know. I'm not going to do things if no one's interested. So, again, like I say, keep getting at me with the feedback, and I, you know, I really would appreciate that. You know, lots of different topics, and hopefully you guys can you know, put me in the direction that that is needed. But yeah, like I say, lots of different plans for the channel, and hopefully we can keep building, keep growing, and we can expand it in those areas. As I said before at the start of the video, thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate it, and hopefully we can keep growing, and then one day we can go full time, and I can really get the you know, daily sort of content out. That would be fantastic. On that note, we are going to finish it off there. If you made it through to the end, please do leave a like if you've enjoyed it, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. I imagine you already are if you're watching this, to be honest, but if you're not, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so that you get notifications every time I upload, and that will be great as well. On that note, we are going to finish it off there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.